Welcome back to the Flashing Badger podcast, where this week we are playing episode 2 of Dad Overboard, a Brindlewood Bay mystery.
Flashing Badger, alright. Flashing Badger.
My name is Gordon as your GM, and joining me again, as usual, are...
It's me, Mike.
It's me, Fitz.
It's me, Wegs.
Thanks for coming back. It's nice to see you again. Mike, can you give us a 2-sentence synopsis on your character, please?
My character is Gloria Janowitz, and she is the gossip of Brindlewood Bay. She knows all of your dirt.
Most excellent. What does she look like?
Gloria is tiny, and she's wearing 2 sets of prescription glasses that never seem to work in her favour. She has her grey hair in pink rollers. She has a cardigan on a cardigan, 2 thin coats. And she's wearing Converse pump-up sneakers.
The Converse make a pump-up?
Reebok pump-up.
I noticed that in the first
I
episode.
wrote Reebok on my sheet and I didn't want to backtrack because I'd said Converse, so I thought I'd stick to it. And it does say on here there's not a scratch on them, despite them being from the 90s.
Better to be wrong than smart.
Is that a thing?
Better to be lucky than good. Fitz! Tell me about your character.
My character is Agnes Birkinshaw, a native Brindlewood Bayian. I don't know if that's the what you call them. A Bayeski. A Brindlewood Bayeski. Spent her whole life here except for a short period during the war where she met her husband Frank.
Which war?
The war.
And she has lots of foster kids, I think.
She has 17 foster children over the years.
And remind me, how exactly does the Brindlewood Bay accent sound on Agnes?
We call it the Bayesian accent.
The Bayesian accent.
what
For
they
those
call
listening, I was lamenting earlier that everyone here has a cool accent, and I didn't bother to develop one. And then there was a giant argument about whether or not it's too late to bring one in.
Never too
and
late
then it was
to do it.
resolved,
It's
and then all of a
too
sudden
late.
I've been put on the spot as to what a Bayesian accent would be.
Do it.
Apparently, it's something akin to Welsh, and who can do a Welsh accent?
Do Cornish.
The
Do
Welsh
Cornish.
can. So no accent for you?
When Agnes first speaks during this episode, you'll hear my accent.
Excellent.
We'll keep us guessing.
Wegs, tell us about your character.
Hello, I'm playing Gladys Callahan, who has also spent her entire life in Brindlewood Bay. But being a good Irish Catholic girl, she's got an Irish accent. So,
As you do, yep.
You know, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. She is an avowed cat lover. Gladys has her cat Alf on the leash as we explore this town and solve mysteries. A bit rough around the edges, doesn't mind a nip of the old Irish whiskey to keep her motivated. Mechanic by trade, enjoys getting under the hood and tinkering with the local school bus.
Excellent. So when we last left, you had just examined the body of Albert Krauss, the wealthy financier who had fallen to his death from his yacht where his family were on board. The family insisted it was just an alcohol-related accident, but the police want you to investigate further. And you had just walked your way up to the marina where you'd seen the widow, Alison, walking off into Brindlewood Bay to do who knows what, after being dropped off by Captain Curley, the yacht captain, in his stunning, glowing white officer's uniform there with his epaulets on. And Fitz, I believe Agnes was just about to talk to him. How do you, what do you say?
Oh, Curly!
She a horse?
She's a sheep.
You said Welsh.
Agnes.
Welsh sheep joke in there somewhere. Oh, Curly!
No. I think we'll go back to no accent, thanks.
Curly, what is
So do you know...
what is Mrs. Krauss doing in town?
None of this is making the edit. Let's rewind for a second. Now, I know that one of you actually has a prior relationship or knows one of the Krauss children before now. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, actually, now that you mention it, I recall one of me children was attempted to be wooed by one of those naughty Krauss boys. I think it was me daughter, Rebecca, or Stephanie, or something. I don't remember. I've also gone Scottish, apparently.
I was about to say, weren't you Irish?
Was that
You
some-
don't get to lecture anybody about
Weren't you
who's
Irish?
We're just getting a monopoly on the accents to leave you with nothing.
I know.
So David's the only Krauss son. So it must have been him.
David,
Gladys, you were saying, so David tried to woo Rebecca?
To be sure. Rebecca. She's somewhere in the middle there.
So how's your relationship with David? Will he remember you? Do you know each other well?
I shooed him away at the time. He was coming after me daughter, and I said, I'll have none of that. and he was heartbroken, crestfallen, and he never had anything to do with me family ever again.
Definitely Jamaican now. John, not be hanging out with me family.
We're going all over the former British Empire.
Blood clot, be leaving my family. Rasta Mouse is in the house. This is horrendous. It's falling apart quicker than any episode we've ever done.
All of a sudden, my sheep accent don't look so bad.
All of a sudden, very appealing.
So Captain Curly.
Also a detective.
He is actually.
Captain Curly wants to tell.
So blood clot Curly be waiting Marina. What you do now? I'm so sorry. So sorry to anyone who has ever met a Jamaican person, because that's really bad. So Gladys, obviously you said David tried to woo Rebecca. How's your relationship now with him? Was it
frosty?
Okay.
He tried to woo one of my favourite daughters, one of my 6 favourite daughters. She's in the top 6 somewhere. And I sent him away. He was...
What happened to your accent?
I can't do it.
You can do it when you
I
talk.
sent him away. I put him on a journey of self-discovery, and that didn't involve discovering anything about my daughter.
So you got to kick up the arse.
Effectively, yes. I kicked him up the arse, and I sent him away, and he's harboured a grudge against me ever since.
Fantastic. All right. So Captain Curly's there at the end of the dock, and as he sees you approaching, Captain Curly's he's a Brindlewood native. Do you guys know him before now? Have you ever met him or seen him around?
How old is Captain Curly?
Late 40s.
Yeah, I know Captain Curly.
I love that was the deciding factor whether you knew him or not. You categorise every person in your life by what age bracket they're
Absolutely. Millennials, Zennials, Boomers, everything. That's how do you categorise people you meet? Anyway.
I don't see people that way, Fitz.
I know Captain Curly. I taught him at school.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yes. So, being a Brindlewood native, or a Bayesian, as we are known. Yes, I know him from school, so I knew him when he was quite young.
So as you walk up to Captain Curly, talk to me about how this conversation goes. What are you trying to get out of him?
We're basically just trying to get out of him, one, what he knows about the death of one Albert Krauss, but 2, I think more specifically, we'll ask, hi, Captain Curly, what are you doing here? I saw that Alison just got dropped off. Where's she going?
You get bigger every time I see you, Captain Curly.
Yeah, I'm like, hello, Cap. Well, what's his first name?
Carl.
Captain.
Carl.
Funnily enough.
Carl.
Oh, I thought his name was Captain.
Captain Carl Curly.
Captain Carl Willoughby. But Curly's his nickname.
Hello, Carl. How are we today?
She said, hello, Agnes. It's lovely to see you.
Sometimes the children that, as I knew them, still call me Mrs. Birkinshaw.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Birkinshaw. What a pleasure it is. What brings you to the marina today?
Well, we were just down here, and I think we're completely honest with Carl, and we tell him why we're here, because let's face it, Gloria's not going to be able to keep her mouth shut about what we're doing, and Gladys is on the sauce again. It's only 9 a.m. in the morning, so we were pretty much honest, saying we're looking into the death of Albert Krauss.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Birkinshaw, what a terrible thing. Terrible thing that was for the family. We're all struggling with it, to be honest. It's been a difficult 6 hours since his death.
Yes, Mrs. Krauss doesn't seem that upset about it. I think I just saw her wander into town.
Oh, it's Mrs. Birkinshaw. You put me in a difficult spot. It's not really my place to talk about the family business, but she is upset. She's just a woman of some poise, as you yourself are.
Now, Carl, I know it's not your place to talk about these things, but it wasn't my place to hide the fact that you pooped your pants in sixth form gym class, was it? But yet I still hid that from all your classmates, so perhaps you could show me a little bit of respect here and let me know what her business is in town.
So this now sounds like a meddling move to me.
I think that it is. I think I'm using the guilt and the knowledge I have from his formative years against him to get the things that I want.
Yes. So what we'll do is we'll have a roll, please, and I think against presence, which is, charm, intimidate, or influence.
Oh, that is that was 35 years ago. Please just stop bringing it up every time we meet.
I logged that and I use it every time.
So is there something from your cozy place or anything that could perhaps help you in this role? Is there some aspect of your character that's going to give you an advantage here, or is it just going to be a straight roll?
Well, I am the old school mum, so I do know his background quite well and his family and all that from years of teaching him and being one of his mentors. The only thing I've really got in my cozy place thing is I carry around with me the engraved fountain pen that I was given upon my retirement, celebrating 35 years teaching at Brindlewood Primary School. And it was a really big momentous occasion in the town. Everyone came out to watch my retirement. I'm a big person.
If you
in the
can
town.
convince me how that's going to provide some ability to influence him further than what you've already got, then I'll let you have advantage.
I threaten him with the pen.
I hold it to his jugular. No, basically, I remind him about that ceremony. I think he was there as well, and he said quite some lovely words about how much of an influence I was on him in his formative years.
So it's a bit of emotional blackmail.
It's a tiny bit of emotional blackmail, something that Agnes is really quite good at.
All right, that sounds great. Bit of emotional blackmail. So let's roll with advantage. So roll 3 dice for me and keep the highest 2.
4 and a 3. 7.
Glad you added that for people playing at home. So this succeeds, but there's a complication. Okay, and the complication is going to be to do with the clue itself.
Okay.
All right. So Curly sort of gives in. He says, "Look," he says, "Mrs. Birkinshaw, I know I shouldn't speak out, but look, there's been reports of debt collectors coming to the boat and trying to get on board, and it's been going on at a few ports. We haven't seen them here in Brindlewood Bay yet, but previously they have shown up and tried to make money. There's been phone calls and things that I've overheard." And it's not my place, but I couldn't tell you who the debt's from. And I can't tell you exactly what it's about. But I can tell you that there's been a few sort of nefarious types coming around.
Thank you for letting me know that, Carl. As always, you're one of my favourite students.
So he blushes a little bit and he says, "Oh, thank you, Mrs. Birkinshaw. Now, are you making your way to the yacht? Are you coming aboard?"
I think we should make our way. Once we've got Carl here, what do you think, ladies?
Let's do it.
So, well, if you wait, just about an hour, Mrs. Krauss will be coming back. Would you care to wait?
I don't think you could wait that long, honey, without crapping your pants. And she says it as all these people are walking past.
I love that I've just given that bit of tidbit
And
gossip
then
up
he
to
gave
Gloria
you the
now.
information on the proviso that you wouldn't tell people about it. And then I just go, bah.
I'm not. Gloria, however.
So you welcome to wait there for an hour if you like, or else if there's something else you want to do in the town before you go off to the boat, you can do that as well.
Oh, so he can't take us across right now?
No, but we can magically skip forward in time an hour, and that'll make it seem as
I'm
if
in my
it's right.
70s. I don't have hours just to give up. But what else can we do in town then?
Is the reporter, the young YouTube reporter, still on the
Thanks,
dock?
Fitz.
Oh, they're Blazing Weasel influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
You can see him over. He's further down. He's now trying to stand near some sort of lichen and stuff on a little rock jetty there, and he's trying to do a little piece to camera, but he keeps messing it up.
he's one of those influencers.
Why does he keep messing it up? Why does that have to be a thing?
He's one of those influencers that thinks he's pretty funny and charming and keeps doing like self cutaways
there's-
to his own jokes.
There's lots of like gags in there and
Yeah.
stuff.
Dresses up
handsome.
and dresses up and like talks to himself and then does cutaways to like.
Yeah, you do.
impressions
When you
he does.
turn back this time, you can see he's wearing like a headband and a set of sunglasses. and-
Oh yeah, that kind of guy.
Talk
Yeah.
about a VPN.
That-
Graphic tees.
You talk about Shark,
oh yes.
It's very ocean themed.
VPN, or the other ones. We can't mention them because we're not getting paid. Bleep this out.
Here's an ad though.
I'm wondering, ladies, if he'll have any information. If he's been down here filming, maybe he might have something. We could go talk to him, or
We're
we could.
stuck here for an hour.
Yeah,
Might as
why
well.
not?
Why not?
Sure. Talk to me about how that goes. So you make your way. It's a bit of a precarious rock jetty that goes down there. Stumble your way out to him. It's going to be slippery and wet out where he is because he's crouched down right at the very end.
I'm ruining each of his takes on our approach. He's trying to film, and I just keep calling out in the background, "Man with the camera,
Young man,
it's me, Mrs. Janowitz.
excuse
I know you can hear me."
It's a bit precarious where he is. You're going to have to make your way down to the very edge. Are you all going to go out there, or just one of you?
I was just hoping to call him over, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, every time you yell, he's just waving you away. I think
No.
you have to go out there and grab him by the ear if you want to talk to him.
I've got my cat on a leash. I can't risk it. I'm going to stay.
I've got my sneakers on. They're for sneaking.
Yeah, and I'm my hips playing down in this cold weather. It's
Oh, I got this. I got this. Hold my bag for me.
I like that idea that you hand it to me and I instantly like drop to the ground. It's that heavy.
Mrs. Janowitz is going out there. This is going to be a day move, so I'll get you to roll 2 dice for me. But before you do, I want you to tell me what's the worst thing? What's going to happen if this goes wrong?
The worst thing that can happen is I slip on some seaweed on the side of one of these rocks and I'm going into waist height into the cold ocean water. Okay. And a crab will bite me on the leg.
Oh, okay, sure. So roll 2 dice for me.
I've rolled you a 12.
Oh, you rolled me.
Barks, cars.
Excellent. Okay, so you're going to get not only what you tried for, but you're going to get an extra benefit or an advantage. What I'm going to say is you're going to get a condition, and that condition is called emboldened, where you've gained even more self-confidence.
I was about to say, I think you've already got that.
You are at the point now where your meddling has become like a superpower, so it's going to give you an advantage. And you stride down to where this young man's filming, and it's just as he sort of pan the camera around to face out to the ocean, and all his viewers see is suddenly his ear get grabbed from out of camera, and he gets walked back along the jetty. And what do you say to him as you're dragging him back to dry land?
We're going to get it in post, honey. You'll be fine.
And he's like, no, you don't understand. It's really important. It's all about my viewers. What do you want from me?
Viewers, all 2 of them. Come on, honey. Now, you've been filming all day and probably all night judging how bad you are. So I'm going to have a look through your camera footage. I think there might be something there for me.
So she's going to grab his phone off him and...
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's locked and she goes, and spins it around and his Face ID unlocks it. It's like, hey.
She instantly makes the font 12 points bigger so she can read it.
And she accidentally puts it in Spanish while she's doing it.
Bit rich, honey, you having a smartphone because you're so dumb.
She's just been unkind.
The smartest thing about it is your phone. Yeah, it's not emboldened. It's just straight up insulting.
All right, so you're going to trawl through his phone. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for footage of him filming himself, but it may capture something in the background. So movements of the family, or maybe the incident itself and solve the mystery.
That would be good. Is that on there?
It may show me a person's whereabouts at a particular date and time.
All right, I'll let it go. It's a meddling move, so roll 2 dice for me. And I'll let you use that emboldened energy to get advantage. So the fact that you're willing to just do this straight in front of him, give me 3 dice and take the best 2.
There's 2 6s in there again.
Oh. Give me another. It is me, Mega Janowitz.
All right, so
I feel like it's like a Power Rangers Zord type thing. You just get like these massive glasses. And
Next episode, I'm rolling 7 dice. Janowitz solve.
looking through his footage, you don't see movements or anything, but you do see a few takes at night where the lighting is, he's got one of those like ring lights close in.
That's tough at night.
So all you can see is him. You can't really see the background, but you can just make out the lights of the yacht and you can hear a splash of, you can't hear anything for the winds of the microphone, but then you hear this splash. And looking at the time on the video, you can see that that's actually happened at 8 p.m, whereas it was previously reported it was at 11 p.m.
Ooh, okay.
Previously reported that he went overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was previously reported he went in the water about 11, but the video shows it was actually about 8. Or a splash that sounds like it. But as you're flicking through this phone, you also come to a video from after the death, from earlier this morning, in fact, and it shows a group of robed figures moving along the beach, a very quiet foreshore, standing at the point where Mr. Krauss's body was recovered on the beach there. And this group are all robed head to toe, and they walk up there and their heads are downcast onto the sand as if in prayer. And they look, and just as they come to rest at the ground after they've been standing there for a few seconds, they all turn simultaneously to look straight down the barrel of the camera.
They spike the lens.
They spike it, and it sends a shiver through you as you see this. You flinch and swipe off to the next video. But
The next video is how to paint ultramarines.
Available now.
It's on the Weasel website.
They all look down, wearing these black hooded robes. They all look down the lens and they disappear. And you swipe off in a panic away from this video. But when you swipe back through, you can't find it again.
Oh.
It doesn't appear to be there anymore.
Okay, that's scary.
So but that's all there is. That's all there is on his phone that you can find. You can't find anything else. The rest is just interminable dross, comedy routines, all this just nonsense.
nothing worse.
Unwatchable.
I may have deleted some of your videos. I found one and now I can't find it again. I was pushing buttons. There's your phone anyway.
I like the idea that on his YouTube channel, there's a live stream of like just up Mrs. Janowitz's nose going, "What's this button do?"
Why is the writing so small?
I dropped your SIM card in the water.
Your writing's in foreign. Why is it gone in foreign? There's only two languages. There's English and there's foreign.
Welcome to University Plus, where education goes above and beyond. Here at University Plus, we don't just teach knowledge, we make our students experience their subjects through what the United Nations itself has termed exploitative and the most vulgar extreme of capitalism. Thinking of studying geology? We say start with your hands in the dirt, with your exploration excavations.
Digging these ditches, I'm learning so much.
Interested in fashion? Try our textile production immersion courses.
14 hours a day in this shop. I sweat so much.
Thinking chemistry might be your future? We place you at the forefront of mineral and chemical extraction in some of the most remote countries.
Please let us have some safety equipment. I can barely breathe anymore.
And all students are automatically chosen to participate in our urban sociology living labs, where they truly understand the full impact of societal housing insecurity.
There are no dorms, only cardboard boxes. I'm cold.
University Plus, where the plus is mandatory labour. Accreditation pending, some students may never return, crippling debt is guaranteed.
Passion Badger.
Before you know it, the hour has passed and you see Mrs. Krauss coming up the dock.
Oh, I think this...
What's she carrying? Because she went into town.
She's carrying a handful of shopping bags from the sort of more...
There's going to be coffee and a croissant.
The upmarket boutiques along Brindlewood Bay.
She can afford the fancy supermarket.
Absolutely.
I like the idea that... I was going to say we should, try and stop
Dinner for one, sweetie.
Janowitz! Wow!
I'm shitting.
So she's marching her way up towards the boat.
I actually like the idea that we're already in the boat.
Just sitting there
She's
like-
like, "Can I help you?" And we're like, "Sit down, love."
All right, so she walks up and she's like, oh, excuse me, I didn't know, and she can see her doing a questioning look at sort of Curly. I didn't know we were having company. I'm Alison, and who are you?
Gloria Janowitz. We saved you a seat.
Agnes Birkinshaw, but I'm happy for you to call me Mrs. Birkinshaw.
Top of the morning to you, Gladys Callahan and me cat Alf.
She's like, yes, charmed. And she sort of quite deftly steps into the boat, just taking Curly's outstretched hand as she does. And she sits down. She's like, can I help you?
Amanda Delacour books. You're probably trying to place the faces. We're from the book club, sweetie.
No, I wasn't. I was more wondering what you happen to be doing.
Delacour. She's an author. The books of... Anyway.
Delacour's
Grab
the
a
main,
seat.
Delacour's the main character, Gloria. But
The character.
What mysteries of Amanda...
Thomas something or other is the author, I think.
I wouldn't have thought so. Robin Masterson.
Thomas Robertson Masterson.
She sits down. She's herself. She still looks a little puzzled as to why you're there, but she's she's quite well mannered. She's highborn.
I suppose one of us should offer some sympathies on her recently deceased husband.
Go for it.
I offer sympathies on her recently deceased husband.
How does that sound?
How does that sound?
Bit like a goat.
I go to place my hand on her thigh, and then I go, oh, the ocean's rocking, and I turn and I open my little pill thing, and I'm just taking pills, hoping that one's a seasick tablet.
Yes, so we just do the old, dear, we are so very sorry to hear about Albert. How are you doing?
She looked like you looked off a palm card to remember his name.
Yes, quite. No, thank you. It's very kind of you. Obviously, we're all very upset. You know, it is just like Albert, isn't it, to go and get himself killed when I'm on the precipice of charity fundraiser greatness. That man is utterly self-absorbed, even in his death.
You don't sound all that shaken up, love.
Well, you'll forgive me, but when you operate in certain circles, it's somehow necessary to be slightly reserved with one's emotions.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that. And I offer her a swig from the hip flask that I've got with me.
No, thank you. I really don't usually before 9 a.m.
Oh, God, it's schnapps.
Go on. It'll ease the sorrows.
No, thank you. I don't drink.
Your loss. And I'll take 2 swigs.
No, I like the idea that you'd like take 1 swig for you and then 1 for Albert and just pour it out the
pour it
side
out.
of the boat.
I'm just one out for the homies. And pour this.
And a fish comes up because it was like so close and you poisoned it.
So what are you going to try and press her on anything?
Yes,
You talk anymore? Or?
I think we should. I'm sort of pressing her a bit more about what she knows about her husband's death and maybe even how long they were together or sort of personal details. Very much in the style of Amanda Delacour.
Well known for being abrasive and aggressive towards victims.
Grieving widows. Yeah.
People go missing out here all the time on these boats.
You
just really turn it.
You're 150 feet from shore. You're hardly in international
He
waters.
hasn't even taken the rope off yet.
Talk to me about how that goes. I'll make you roll a meddling move because it sounds to me like you're meddling.
Right, so how many dice from my meddling move?
It's always 2.
Always
Unless you can
2.
give me a reason that you need an advantage.
I might try my old guilt trip again, and I start to try and get some sympathy type things. I do carry with me a photograph of my late husband Frank. It's actually a double photograph of my late husband Frank and I in our military uniforms when we first met.
Okay. So put a tick next to that item because you're using it. You can't use it again. So put a mark next to it to show that you used it.
Actually, whilst I'm...
You can only get one advantage at a time if you're trying to sell me.
No, I understand that. But I'd just like to expand on that a little bit, and perhaps you'll see why in a second.
I'd rather you did.
And I start to tell her about when my husband died, how hard it was for me. And at the beginning, I was just like yourself. I was quite cold and bitchy and all that. Whoa!
That's exactly how you're going to phrase it.
Just making sure you're listening. I was quite cold, and it was quite hard for me to accept, and it felt very, very rude of him to do so. But I tried to, give her some advice. I'm almost, if you will, trying to share some wisdom with her about
Sure.
about how to cope.
Stop
as a
selling.
grieving
I've already
husband.
bought. Keep going.
Okay. I show her the photographs of myself and Frank, saying we were in the army together, and that's how we met. And I should have, I'm trying to guilt her again, like I did with young Carl Poopy Pants, the captain, and see if
He
I
just
can.
dips his head.
Dips his head.
He's like, oh.
He sits there and goes, I know what she's doing.
Can't catch
I
a
fell for
break.
it as well. That's what I try to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm meddling, and I've rolled an 11.
So an 11 is like a good success, but if you use a crown, you can bump it up to a 12, which will also get you some sort of further clue into the occult goings on, if you like you got before with the strange phone video void clue.
All right, I'll
So
do
it's
that.
up to you. You
Yeah,
don't have
you know
to.
what? Let's activate that superpower. I'm going to wear a crown.
Okay, so choose whichever crown you would like on there. There's a little blurb for each of them. I was going to say, I can give you the clue if you like, if you need time to come up with one, but otherwise, pick one and give me a little flashback according to
Well,
what
you
it
know
says.
what? Whilst we're in this area, number 1 is a flashback or fondest memory of my late partner. Seeing as we're in the realm talking about dead husbands, that's the one I'm going to do.
Sure, tell me about that.
Do I have to give you that flashback or memory right now?
No, you can give it later. As you're talking to her, she does break down a little, and she seems swept away by your emotional commitment to her and your demonstration of such feeling and such empathy towards her. And she says, "Look, I appreciate that you understand how difficult it's been, and obviously I do have to tell you that the night that dear Albert died, I did hear arguing on the deck. I could hear lots of yelling. Then it wasn't long after that we heard the almighty splash. Now I know that that's him gone, but I couldn't tell who it was that was arguing. I couldn't make out the voices."
Gladys is sitting back, sort of enjoying the gentle rocking of the boat, just pondering. What time was that, love?
I think it must have been around 8. I'd had a few martinis. I was having a little bit of a lie down, just post dinner.
And you had a few martinis last night, and you won't drink with me this morning? Okay, noted.
I love that that's your takeaway.
There's really there's a slight time scale difference. So pre 9 a.m. I'm a little restricted.
Coward.
And as you as she's told you this, after she's told you this, you do look out over the side of the boat. As you're looking there, the seemingly bottomless ocean, you're only just out the edge of the bay now, but a fish jumps straight into the boat and lands there, flapping on the floor of the boat. And all of you recoil from this fish that's just appeared from nowhere. And the fish, while gasping, turns, Agnes. Its body lifts up and it looks directly out at you and it says, "Void." And there's then a normal dead fish flapping itself to death.
Oh my goodness. I grasp my pearls and look around. Did anyone else see that?
My
No
cat's
one else
already
heard
eating.
that.
No one else heard that.
My
They
cat
saw the
is
fish.
eating the fish as we speak.
To stop it flapping
Yeah,
around just
yeah,
after
trying
that. Alf jumps on it and... Right. Oh, it's an unusual name for a fish.
So you make your way. You get to the boat, and as you approach, as you come up to the dock at the rear of the boat there, you see that the boat is called the Regal Lady. Captain Curly gets the boat lined up and ties it off and everything, and you step on board, and everything is just perfectly shined. There's a few, the little stanchions for tying off the rope. They're gleaming chrome. The deck is this wood-panelled, beautiful reflected. All the sides of the boat are blindingly white. It's and there's like soft operatic music playing over the speakers, just gently being piped into the whole boat. But as you step on one thing, Wegs, really catches your eye, that points out to you, or highlights to you that these people have more money than they know what to do with. What is it that catches your eye?
It's a Steinway grand piano on a yacht.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. So is that back of the boat, front of the boat? Where's that?
It's I can sort of see through the window into the lounge, and it's sort of in the centre of one of the big sort of lounges, sort of surrounded by couches that are sort of bolted and placed attached to the boat itself. But the Steinway is on wheels, so any hint of danger, this thing is in great peril.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say it's out,
what I
exposed
was
to the
thinking.
elements.
just on the front deck, and every time the boat lobs back and forth, the current just
Water goes all
bangs a little bit into the edge. Water flashes on it. Yeah.
Daddy, we need another Steinway.
Seagulls are sitting on it, shitting on it and stuff like that.
Excellent. So you get on board the boat. Alison leads you into the main sort of lounge area, the main cabin
I
area.
believe she's let us on her boat. We're just sitting in this little craft, and she just takes us.
Agnes,
You've
calm
made
down.
an emotional bond with it now, so it's magnificent. So Fitz, do you want to tell us about your special memory with your husband now, or would you like to do that later?
Sure. It's actually about it's the night Frank and I met. He was shipping out to war that evening, and they'd stopped in Brindlewood Bay.
Which war?
That war. And they'd stopped in Brindlewood Bay to fuel up, get supplies before they headed out. And I was in the local volunteer squad. I had a shiny little uniform myself, and of course, before those boys all shipped out, there was a big dance at the local community hall. And in that dance, and there was Frank, and gosh darn it, didn't he look so handsome and shiny in his uniform. In fact, everyone was wanting to dance with him. All the single girls were lined up dancing to him. I would have loved to dance with him, but I couldn't because I'd volunteered with the local school community group. I was serving the punch and checking the tickets at the door. And I was so jealous of Martha Kostofsky and Jemima Fiddlebaum. And they were all...
got away with it.
She got too handsy, and you were serving the punch on
And I'm serving the punch, I'm taking tickets, and gosh, he was handsome. I watched him out there cut shapes and dance with all the ladies and do all that. And just when I didn't think, night's not for me, I was so jealous. And as I was just finishing up the box and counting the tickets, I felt this tap on my shoulder. And I turned around, and there was Frank. And he said, "Well, I'm really upset now. I'm very, very upset and disappointed with you." And I was so worried. I didn't understand why. And I told him, "Oh, what have I done wrong? Have I not served enough punch? Have I not..." Whatever. He said, "You've ignored me all night, and I've been desperately trying to show you my moves out on the dance floor so you come and dance with me. And now I have to go back to my ship and shivel off to war. Shuffle off to war."
To move with chivalry, to shivel.
And it was that night that we basically fell in love. We looked at each other. I walked him down to the dock, and the quartermaster on the dock, he let us stay a bit longer standing there while we just chatted. We held hands only And we chatted sitting there while the water gleamed off the bay in front of the boat. And we chatted and we chatted and we chatted. And it was right then and there that I said to Frank, Frank,
This is going to have a punchline.
you have to come back to me. I will wait at this dock every afternoon until this bloody war is over. Yes, that war. Until this bloody war is over and you are not allowed to get in any danger or die over there. You must come back to me.
You've really taken this role playing to the next level because that had the rambling quality of an old lady telling a story.
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
And that was my memory. And do you know what?
It's very lovely.
He came back to me and we were married the following week.
He came back to you the next week?
No.
Short tour.
After the war dragged on for years and I stood on that bloody dock every day for about 5 years.
Even though you knew his return date.
Yeah. We sent letters the whole time. It was wonderful. But I promised him I'd stand on that dock, and that's what I did. Watching the birds, waiting for my...
Thank you very much.
That story was so beautiful that I've got a tear in my eye, and I look over at Captain Curly and go, You busy, love? Or?
He didn't say that out loud. That was his reminiscing in his head. It was a flashback. You weren't there.
I just sit through that. It was just him reminiscing.
You weren't even there.
I love the idea that I'm just like old lady falling asleep thinking about that, like on the
and
we're
just staring at you in silence.
Didn't you tell this to Alison Krauss?
No. So when I put this is my Crown of the Queen memory.
Oh, so
when I put on the crown, there's a narrative of my wish.
Right, so you're on board the yacht.
Let's agree to never do it again.
If I can just drag you back to the modern day.
I wake up in a daze.
You're back on the yacht, and as you walk into the lounge room there, you see one of the other Krauss, or one of the Krauss children there. And this is Sarah Krauss. And she's like a bit frumpy, a bit downtrodden, and she looks quite anxious. She looks pretty beside herself.
Confess!
And Sarah, as soon as you're coming with Alice, and she's sort of stunned for a second, but she runs over to Alice, and she's like, "Oh, Mother, I'm so glad you're back. Who are these people?"
And she's going to introduce her, sweetheart.
And Alison does give you all the names to Sarah. Sarah sort of looks at you questioningly.
Sarah, honey, darling, Sarah, it's me.
She's like,
Gloria.
"I'm so sorry. I don't think we've met, but
Sarah, it's me, Gloria."
Let me tell you about the first time I met my husband, Frank.
oh God, no! Alison's doing the cutthroat symbol, like, no, don't let it
Don't engage.
So Sarah's like, "Yes. What are you doing here? What is this about, Daddy?"
What are any of us doing here, sweetheart? And really, isn't that it? When we discover just how vulnerable we are.
Gloria's gone existential.
You don't think someone could have done this on purpose to my daddy, do you?
Well, that's
Too horrible to even contemplate.
That's what we're trying to figure out, dear. When was the last time you saw your daddy alive?
Alison, honey, go pop the kettle on, would you, darling? We'd love a cup of tea. We're just going to chat to Sarah real quick. Okay, thanks, Alison, thanks.
I love the idea that there's like a cool
Thanks,
bar
Alison.
and that Gladys is just like drifting over to the top shelf
slowly
whiskey,
pandering.
you know.
And you can see in the sort of corner as you're saying, put the kettle on. You can see there's a classic butler there in the butler's outfit with grey hair, and he's buttling
As they do.
He
They're going to buttle the ship.
we can't let the enemy get those codes.
Buttle. That reminds me of the night I met Frank. Oh, sorry. Cut.
And as
Punishment that's staying in.
I'm cutting all that.
You know, like the bottle show.
It's going to be the night I met Frank, and it's going to cut instantly to now. We've saved 7 minutes. So you see this butler standing in the classic butler get-up, grey hair, and as you say, sort of put the kettle on. You see that Alison just sort of glances over at him, and he gives a quick nod and disappears from view. And a few minutes later, reappears with a full tea service, the silver tea service and little cake stand thing and everything.
Excellent.
In the meantime, what are you talking to Sarah? Are you saying anything to her? Are you talking to her?
I think we question her a bit about what she knows about her father's death.
So are you all questioning her, or are any of you gonna go anywhere else?
Alison, sweetheart, I don't feel great from the little boat ride. Take me for a walk, darling. I need to go stare at the horizon.
So you take off with Alison around the deck.
Operation Distract Allison.
Oh.
Also, may I remind you that I'm still
Mega generous.
So you're 11 feet tall and
If you
breathing
need
fire?
anything done, you just holler at old Jano.
I just have this Zord Godzilla type shape, but with like glasses with the pearl string sort of.
She's got the gamma ray haze around her as she walks. It's like just reminding everyone that I'm on fire at the moment. Can't miss.
Every time you go past radiation, you get a bit bigger. When someone gives you juicy gossip, you get bigger.
So Alice and Honey take Janovitz for a walk.
As he's walking on the deck, every speaker he goes past, like, descends into static.
You know the sound.
Electromagnetic energy pouring off him.
Remember the old sounds when your mobile phone was about to ring near the speaker?
You're probably wondering what that is, Alice and Honey. I just can't miss right now. I'm so hot.
I'm on a streak, baby. Don't break it.
Make me roll, Allison.
The yacht now has a noticeable lean in the side that she's rolling down. Every step, boom, boom. Japanese guy in a little sailor outfit starts hand cranking one of those air axes. And she's looking at Mega
Hands out, it's a guy in a rubber suit. It looks like Channel. Oh, stabbing.
There's scrambling fighters in the background off an aircraft carrier.
It cuts away to an American naval base somewhere where some young technician goes, Sarge, take a look at this.
You better come take a look at this.
We haven't seen signals like this for.
Get me the president.
It can't be. Make the call.
God damn it, who we got in the area? We got the Enterprise, Sarah. That's Captain Mancuso's boat. Get him down there.
Tell his men to say goodbye to their families.
God damn it, Liberty's cut short today.
For the president's in the middle of something and tries to do the sure way, they lean in and be like, Janowitz. He's like, I must leave.
DEFCON 1.
The president puts down my pet goat and walks away.
Sarah Janowitz has just hit the second yacht.
Because I was picturing him sitting there. And then he just cut away to the I call upon all leaders of the free world to help me fight Janowitz. Now watch this drive.
And Jesus took the cup of wine and said, "Take this, all of you, and drink from it." And with those words in mind, we here at the Blood of Christ 17th Ministry have taken it upon ourselves to ensure every good Christian can take a sip of this holiest of beverages with our new product, the Holy Spirit. That's right, the blood of Christ himself has been made available to all you good Christians in the form of the Holy Spirit. We here at the 17th Ministry have recently acquired the Sky Daddy Vineyards, and using our Vatican-verified vinification processes, we can ensure all faithful can enjoy Christ in his truest form, be that a Merlot or a Shiraz. Take part in our 12-month 12 Apostles Wine Club, where for the measly donation of $149.99 per month, you will be sent 6 bottles of our finest vino, all of which have been blessed and purified by our own Reverend Rouge, and all contain my personal guarantee of divine deliciousness. Plus, if you order now, you will receive a personalized idol statue of St. Francis, custom made to hold a piccolo of our finest Holy Spirit. So call now, order now, pray now, and ensure that this mortal journey towards the eternal kingdom of salvation is made bearable with a glass of Holy Spirit.
Agnes, is it you or Gladys? Who's going to talk to Sarah?
Why don't you have a crack at Sarah? I questioned Alison.
So are you going to skulk off somewhere while everyone else is distracted, Agnes, or are you?
More. I know this is a proper tea set with a saucer, and I'm partial to a cup of tea. Why not? Was there a butler?
There was a butler.
Maybe I'll go off with the intention of finding the butler.
No, the butler's just hovering in the corner. You can go and...
I'll go wander off, and I start to, with my tea and saucer, and...
Don't name him or we have to keep him.
He's actually one of my children. No, he's
Andrew the butler's waiting there for you?
Yes.
As you approach?
Right.
And he's quite, you see as you approach, he's got the towel over the sleeve of the black jacket, and you see him sort of just shoo a touch of dust away from his sleeve. As you approach, he says, "Yes, ma'am, may I help you?"
Yes, Mrs. Birkinshaw is my name. How are you?
Yes, charmed, ma'am. How may I help you this evening?
And I just do the old lady sort of rambling, and I start to get out of him. I'm questioning him about how long he's worked for the Krausses.
Well, very many years. Obviously, my focal point in this difficult time is looking after Mrs. Krauss, who suffered terribly. But I've worked for them for many years, more than I would care to say. You understand?
I do. When was the last time you saw Mr. Krauss?
Well, I think, without appearing flippant, I think the last time any of us saw him was shortly before his unscheduled night swim.
And what time was that?
I would have last seen him when I delivered him a traditional brandy at sometime between 8 and 9, I would have thought. Unfortunately, it's awfully gauche for someone in my position to wear a watch. So I can't tell you conclusively.
And when did you notice that he wasn't on board?
Well, the alarm was raised sometime shortly after when Sir didn't present to bed that evening. Sometime later on, Mrs. Krauss brought my attention to it.
And where did you serve Mr. Krauss his brandy?
This feels a bit like you're meddling now. It doesn't feel like you're just having a casual conversation at all. So I'm going to ask you to roll me a meddling roll.
100% meddling.
Roll me a meddling roll,
Okay.
please. 2 dice.
2 dice. 7.
7. So a 7's going to be a success, but could be a complication.
Oh no.
What's going to happen is Andrew says to you, well, he says, listen, I'm quite happy to tell you these things, but I have provided a statement to the police, as you would expect. All I can tell you is that Captain Fluffles is still missing. He can't be located. He's taking a lot of my attention at the moment. As you know, he's beloved of the family. Really, I think your specificity about times of things is quite common of you. And if you'll forgive me, madam, I'll say it's not befitting a woman of your age and bearing. Look, if you'll forgive me, my focus must be on Mrs. Krauss and whatever the name is I just said before.
One more question before we go.
Captain Snuggles, I believe.
Yeah, Captain Fluffles, I believe is the
Captain
word.
Fluffles. Yes.
And Captain Fluffles, I'm hoping I'm doing this in a Columbo-esque type way. Just one more thing before we go. So, Captain Fluffles.
Yes.
Captain Fluffles is the captain of this boat?
Well, don't be absurd, madam. Captain Fluffles has never passed any kind of maritime qualification. His name is merely an honorific to reflect the fact that he is the ship's dog, as is tradition in British naval vessels.
The best mate.
No, we won't be using that.
Yes, we will now.
Captain Fluffles is, as I'm sure you would be aware, a purebred Samoyed of exquisite breeding. He's quite a valuable stud animal and beloved of the family.
And he's been missing for how long?
Since
I'm he's having a stroke.
Okay.
a number of days.
Since before Mr. Krauss is untold?
Well, yes, I don't. I wouldn't posit that he's involved in Mr. Krauss's death at all. I think it unlikely.
Has he been missing since before Mr. Krauss?
Yes, I can provide Captain Fluffles with an alibi should it be necessary. I'm sorry, madam, it appears, as in the manner of so many Americans, this wit has sworn over your head.
You are getting roasted.
Yes.
You are getting
Absolutely
roasted.
served.
Would you, anyway, if you...
How long's the dog been missing?
I believe your pockets may fit a few more sandwiches if you wish to make your way back to the tea service.
How does combat work in this game?
I just wanted to know how long the dog's been missing.
Number of days.
Okay, thank you.
Stop pressing me to create details that might cause me trouble later in solving up the mystery, all right? Jolly good.
And on my way past, because he was so rude to me, I knock over a bottle of
Porcelain
something.
cat.
I kick the slide away.
Brought one from home.
Yeah. I spill something on purpose, so he has to clean it up.
He just sort of rolls his eyes and he does a discreet little talk into his collar, and 2 unnamed NPC cleaning staff come and clean it up.
But one of them slips in it.
Oh, that was a clue, by the way, if you didn't know that.
No, I wrote it down as
Excellent,
such.
most excellent. So while he was away, you were obviously talking to Sarah.
Yes.
What was that conversation like?
So I sit down on the couch, I pat the seat next to me. Come and talk to Auntie Gladys. Tell me your problems. And I pick up. I've got Alf in my lap. I'm stroking him, and he's sort of a comfort animal.
So Sarah, you soon get out of Sarah in the course of the conversation, but she's got 3 kids of her own. She lives in Boston with them. Her 3 children are called Porsche, Mercedes, and Lambo.
Lambo.
Oh, beautiful name.
Bentley.
She said, "Yeah, I really wanted to go with the traditional American names.
Yes.
Obviously, we're a big fan of American cars, and Porsche and Mercedes and Lambo are among some of the very best made here in Boston."
Sorry, I wasn't listening. That's no doubt. I was thinking about me here, Flask.
She seems genuinely broken up. When you ask her about her father, she seems very, very upset.
Tell me, love, what happened last night with him going overboard?
Are you trying to meddle here? Is this a...
Oh, to be sure.
roll me a meddling mole. Meddling mole.
A meddling mole?
What'd you call me?
A meddling mole.
You are.
Roll me a meddling mole.
Now, I've got my cat, Alf, with me. When I use the cat to get an advantage on a roll, because the cat's in my lap, I'm using the cat to break the ice, get Sarah to divulge. What I'm angling for is do I get advantage on this roll?
So it's some sort of emotional comfort animal?
Yeah, it's because Sarah's so sort of standoffish at first, so this cat is
She's
breaking
quite
the
open
ice.
with you, I think.
Well, no, because I've got the cat.
It's like,
She's good.
Sure, roll advantage. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I rolled a 11.
She, in the course of your conversation, she does let slip. She says, "Look, it's been such a difficult time with Daddy and with everything that happened before Daddy, and it's just it's really terrible. And now that there's the changes to the will, it's very challenging."
To be sure. What happened before last night? You said that upset you? It was challenging?
Look, someone's being cut from the will, and obviously it's quite a difficult time. But unfortunately, what Daddy thought was best. So
Who was cut from the will? I slapped it really hard and tell her to calm down. Yeah.
and
With the
and
cat.
Yeah.
she descends into absolute nonsensical talk, and she just starts listing everyone in her family. There's me, and there's David, and there's Emily, and there's Andrew the butler, and even Captain Curly was in the bit.
Has Captain Snugglepants been cut from the will?
You mean Captain Fluffles?
No,
The poor soul hasn't been seen. I'm so upset about that. And she just descends now. She's completely non-communicative.
You broke her.
So we didn't get a straight answer as to who was cut from the will.
Someone was.
Do we?
She's a mess. You can continue exploring around the boat if you would like.
I might even. Should we ask Alison? Hey, do you know about any updates to
Got
the will?
nothing to do with you. Gloria is out walking with Alison right now.
Yes. Do we need to get back together, the three of us?
I think
and
we'll see what-
pool our knowledge.
I could hear you talking about a well.
Well, you can go and snoop around if you wish.
Why don't we snoop?
Are we going to
Yes.
stay split up and snoop?
No one will notice these old ladies just
walking
turn up
around.
the boat and start going through drawers.
No one seems fussed that we even got onto the boat at this point in time.
Well, there's a whole
so-
bunch of cabins and things down below, so you can go and snoop around if you wish.
Okay, why don't
Yeah.
we... One,
Should we stay split up and keep snooping
Go
independently?
for it. I'm still
So, Agnes,
distracting up
tell
top.
me where you're going.
Glory's out walking. All right, well, then I'll go down to Albert's. I'll go down to the cabins below, sure.
You're going to try and make your way into one of these cabins?
Yeah,
Have it-
why not?
Great. Give me a day move. This is you're doing something risky here.
So how many die is that?
2 dice, always 2 dice. But before you do, tell me what you think the worst outcome of this is going to be. What's going to happen if it goes wrong?
I think that we'll get caught, accused of, snooping. Clearly what I'm
Precisely
doing.
what we're doing.
And perhaps we'll get kicked off the boat.
Sounds about right to me.
That's
Roll
what I'm
those
worried
dice.
9.
Okay, 9 means there's a complication. So I'll tell you, you can go into one of those cabins there, but it's going to leave you vulnerable. And what's going to happen is once you get inside, the door is going to click shut and locked behind you,
Right.
trapping you in.
With the Cthulhu monster.
So it's up to you. You don't have to go through with the action.
No, I think that I will. I'll go down to their cabin room and I will risk it or do it. Have that happen.
So you make your way in to this cabin. It opens up into an expansive bedroom with a walk-in wardrobe and an ensuite. It's the likes of which you've never seen, bigger than most cruise ship cabins. As you go in and you start looking through drawers and things, you hear a click as the door clicks shut behind you, and you realise with a start that you're locked in to this cabin. The cabin goes out. There's a big porthole, big window, but it's below the waterline.
Right.
Below the deck line. So you'd have to climb up and out, which would be quite dangerous. Or else you'll have to wait there for someone to come and get you out.
Right.
Tell me about what you're looking through in the room there.
Oh, I'm just so general old lady Miss Marple, Amanda Delacour type snooping. I'm channeling her from our books and our novels and our reading club stuff, and I'm going through, remembering all the stuff that she goes through, you know, from all the books, the crab pot, crack pot, and the Shetland Highland murder.
Yep, that's changed its name since we last heard
that's
about it.
100% is. The Hattie-Who murders, I think they were called.
Right, rolling. It sounds like a meddling event where you're searching now. So roll
6.
So you go through. Now remember, you can use a crayon if you wish, but as a 6, this is going to be a miss. So essentially, you're going to go through and you're going to spend a decent amount of time going through this cabin, but you're not going to find anything. You're not going to get anything positive. But also, because it's a failed roll, there's going to be some further danger that comes your way. And the danger is going to be that all of a sudden, from outside in the hallway, you see the shadow of a footfall below the cabin door, and the cabin door start getting rattled, as if it's going to be opened.
Cool.
And there's a special move that the keeper can do in these circumstances, and that move is called, let's cut to commercial. I know what you're thinking, just another boring pet store. But have I got news for you? Turtles Plus is...
Mega!
Do we have turtles?
Yep!
Do we have other reptiles?
Yep!
Do we have dogs?
Yep!
Do we have cat activity centers?
Yep!
Do we have food, feed, roughage, and seed?
Yep!
Do we have tropical fish?
Yep!
Do we have fresh sushi on site?
Weirdly, also yep!
Do we have phased plasma rifles in the 40-watt range?
Nope!
But for everything else, there's...
Turtle Plus!
It's Turtles Plus so much more.
Flashing Badger.
Now we're back from commercial break. What we discover is, as is so often the case in these kind of crime shows, that was a misleading cliffhanger. And in fact, the hand on the door handle was just a mate rattling it to make sure it was locked as it should be and proceeding down the hallway on his rounds. So the camera from outside clearly shows that there's no problem here. And it also shows that inside, going through the drawers, just as the door handle rattled there, something fell off the side table and brought your attention to it. Something that you'd already, were going to give up on. And what it is a set of stock certificates that were jammed down the back of that dresser, right near the drawer there.
Like bearer bonds type things.
Sure, if that's the same thing.
Stock certificates hidden behind the dresser. Almost sounds clue-like. All right. Well, I gather them up and have a look at them. Oh,
They're stock certificates and they were hidden behind the dresser.
Interesting.
Gladys, tell us where you're going during this, because I know you've just finished harassing Sarah.
Interrogating, darling. Where else on the boat is there? What are the other...
There's the captain's cabin. You can go and have a look for the other son. There's David, who's still on the boat somewhere. He's in a different cabin up towards the front of the boat.
David, the one...
Look in the hold. You can go look anywhere you like. Anywhere you think on a boat might be a real place.
I'm going to go and speak to David. He's the one who I forced away from my daughter all those years ago.
You go up to the front of the boat and you find in one of the little sort of private areas, little seating area to the side there, you find sat David. And David has this incredible silk shirt made of different coloured panels on, and he has a set of like riding pants and a set of high boots, and he's got this dark hair that's sort of coiffed over to one side, and he is just there like browsing on his phone, just like dismissively swiping, doom scrolling as you walk up. As soon as he hears you walking up the hallway, he sort of leans his head back over the back of the low couch and sighs, and he's like, yes, visiting hours are open, are they?
No need to be like that. Just want to pass on me condolences.
Yes, very good. You can leave them with the servants. Ta-ta.
What's happened, David? You were always such a nice boy.
And he sort of he starts and turns around and adjusts so he's not looking at you upside down anymore. And he says, "Do I presume? I can't imagine I know you from the gallery with your dress."
Oh, no. You and my daughter were such good friends for such a long time. It's all right. I know you're such a busy man. So much going on. You're so important.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you recognise your place. Jolly good. And with that, mid-conversation, we're going to cut and we're going to let his rude, dismissive attitude to you fester for a week.
Oh, no.
So you can come back double
Get us
angry.
at any time.
Just so you can come back double angry.
Like a fine wine, my mood will only improve with age.
Absolutely. So we're going to wrap it up there for this week. Obviously, this has been episode 2 of Down Overboard, a Brindlewood Bay mystery. It's a game made by Jason Cordova. It's been really good fun so far. Janowitz kaiju escapades aside. If you want to grab a copy, Drunken RPG has it, or the game's website. Indeed, please leave us an in-universe review. Any sailors on board ships who have spotted Mega Janowitz wading into the shallows, any jet fighter pilots who have been scrambled to intercept, anything like that, we'd love. The in-universe reviews are our favourite, and we will read out our favourites. We're a bit slack on that this episode, but we'll do it next time. And make sure you tell your friends about us, please. It's really helpful to us in terms of building the channel. Mike, there's some other stuff going on too.
If someone does a Mega Janowitz universe review, oh my god. There's the channel Patreon for $1 a month. There's the podcast and painting channel perks and exclusives. Includes our table reads that we film, as well as our homework, sneak peeks, and what's on the way. There's a painting channel. Oh my god, I'm Mike from Flashing Badger Painting. Come and check out the YouTube painting channel for painting minis. We have a Discord, which is thriving with hundreds of people. There's a link in our podcast description. There's hundreds of us in there. Come hang out with us. There are dedicated channels in there for the podcast and also for the painting.
And that's where we look in terms of what systems we're going to do next, what you want to see in episodes, all that sort of stuff. So get in there and shape the future. It doesn't cost anything to join, and we would love to hear from you. Next, we're going to have part 3 of Dad Overboard, a Brindlewood Bay mystery. Thank you very much for joining us again. We hope to see you next week. My name is Gordon.
I'm Mike.
I am Fitz.
Wegs.
Catch you next time. Bye.
Flashing Badger. Flashing Badger.